What is up, everyone? This is King Leo Productions coming at you with another King's Toy Chest Reviews. And today we are going to be looking at another 2022 Wooden Railway review. And today we are going to be looking at Hiro. And let's bring him in. And here he is, Hiro, Master of the Railway, aka one of my favorite CGI characters from the new era. Because when Hero of the Rails came out, I didn't really see it until about 2010, about a year later. Because at the time I was still hooked on the old series, but when I looked at the CGI series, when I first saw Hero of the Rails, I was impressed, and I thought he was a very good character, but more on that later. But so before we dig down into the model, we are going to look at the box art. So here we have Hiro. He is very accurate to his real engine and the CGI model. And as we see, we got a good image of him. Very nice. We got the Thomas Wooden Railway logo. We have the Thomas Wooden Railway logo up here also. We have his name in multiple languages. We also have all the licensing information and everything on here. So yeah, and that's basically it for the packaging. And as again, just like Nia, he came with a little booklet, but you've already seen it. Doesn't really make sense. So before we pick up the model, let's give a little rotate of the let's look at the turntable. Let's get a nice little look at him. Now, as you see, he is beautifully painted, and all the little details are actually fitted very nicely. Now, as we see here, he has his nice nameplate on his sides, all his details picked out nicely. I like the black and gold style. It's very unique, and it's like I like the way his dome looked, and I love the way they have his lamp, because some characters like Rosie are missing their lamps on their head, and that's a really distinctive trait on her later in the series. But yeah, it's like I love the way this model looks. You see his face. I think his face is way better than some of the others. I hate to say it, but it's true. He has this wise look on his face. He's very accurate to very accurate to the CGI series, and I really like the way they made him, because out of all the characters on the series, I love the characters with the smoke deflectors. Like in real life, my favorite locomotives are the ones with the smoke deflectors, like for example, when Flying Scotsman had them, Tornado, Blue Peter, and the Mohawks and basically any Mohawk locomotive, because that's what they call them, I guess. But yeah, this is basically very nice Hero. I like the way they got his wheel arrangement, even though in the show he only has one wheel two wheels up here, but not on the train he has four, but on the actual model he has four. But it's only a minor gripe. He's still a wonderful model, nonetheless. So we're going to put him to the side. We're going to take a look at his tender, which is also another very nicely designed piece of, rolling stock. Because, look at it. It's accurate. It's big like the actual tender in the show. But in the actually in the show, his wheels also have 4 wheels. He has 4 wheels on each side. But it's not a minor gripe, because it's only the design choices. They can only do so much. And it's also nice weight. Nice little weight to it, and nice size. You see Gordon's tenders around the same size, which is good, because these bigger engines, they have these massive tenders. And I can only imagine what Spencer's tender is going to look like whenever they make him. And as I said again, Mattel, you can't see me, but I'm winking here. Yeah, please watch the video. You know what you need to do. We got Gordon, we're getting Hiro, we're getting Rebecca, and we're getting Henry. So you know what we need. You know what we need. Come on. I'm putting it to the camera. You know what we need. You know what we need. Look at it. Just look at it. You know what we need here. You know exactly what we need. So come on. Listen to the fandom, you know this. Sorry for that weird, you guys are looking at me crazy. Anyway, down to my head cannon I've made for Hiro. Oop, Nia fell. So, in my nice little headcanon for Hiro, I would have him arrive on Sodor in around 1952, a couple of years after he was built, and he would be given to the railway after World War II, just like how Rosie came over to the island after the war. Now, he would be given to the United Kingdom after the war due to, the loss during World War II, due to many losses during the World War II. So he would be given as like a reparations of sorts, just like how a German ship was given to White Star Line after World War II, or after World War One, after the Britannic sank in World War One. So after World War II, Hiro would come over to the island of Sodor. He would be mainly a goods engine to help on the main line, and also he would also be one of the many engines to be saved on the island of Sodor during the decline of steam during the 50s. And pretty much he even fits into this headcanon because I can see him interacting in like the Railway series. I mean, he's one of those characters that have a really calming feature. He's not one of those characters that Mattel just throws in your face and little personality. He's actually a character that was like developed fully. You didn't have to, he didn't have to go through anything to make him so likable. He's like likable right in your face. I mean, when we first meet him in Hero of the Rails, he's actually he's like, it's like a character is like, I never seen this guy before, but I'd like to see more of him. And also, he's one of the CGI characters that is really disliked by no one. Like, nobody dislikes him. Like, he's not like Charlie or Scruff or what other CGI character? Heck, even Neo or Rebecca. Honestly, I like those two characters, but, the way they were introduced, I didn't like it. But the way Hiro was introduced, it was fitting. Because, like, he's a character, like I said, he's just a likable character. He's just a good guy all around. And not to mention, he's one of the few characters whose voice actor voices them in the US and the UK dub of the show. But then also, let's talk about his portrayal in the TV series, though. By the way, he's portrayed in the TV series, it's like he's like, we got that wise figure besides Edward and Trevor and, any other old character on the island. Because, he's like, he's like, hi, I'm here. I'm your friend. I don't want to do anything to mean or nothing. He's just a good guy. Very good character. Which was lacking in the CGI series. Because a lot of those characters that were introduced in the CGI series, they were just like thrown in our face. Like, who is this? Who is that? Because I'm going to tell you like this. Some characters in the CGI series we did not need. For example, some of those like one-shot characters like Hugo, some of those characters I didn't really see the point of. And it's like, it's supposed to be an island full of like just normal steam engines, not these, some of these experimental, well, maybe, no, I shouldn't say that, because let's be real, majority of the engines on the island were experimental. Like in my head canon, James was an experimental engine because he has the extra bogey. In the real life canon, in the canon of the Railway series, Gordon was experimental, being the first of the A-Zeros. Henry was experimental. Pretty much every engine on Island of Solar is just some weird one-off. But, that's what makes the characters unique, I guess. And, but enough with the rambling. Overall, I give Hiro a solid 10 out of 10. Well, 11 out of 10, because maybe it's because I like the character, but also the model is great. I don't see no faulty issues. The only thing my other gripe is that he doesn't fit on the turntable, which is not really a big deal to me, because do you really even see me turn the engines on the turntable in the series? It's just mainly there. But, he's a very good model. I love this model, and please look out for him, because he will be in some of the NWR stories pretty soon. But, yeah, he will be seen in the NWR story soon, and I promise that he'll have a larger episode on his own. I'm still trying to figure out how many episodes I want to go up to as far as the series goes, because I have another series I'm also working on right now. So I got this and the Transformers series, so I'm officially running 2 series at once, because I gave up on both once, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. But, yeah, so you guys just keep calm out there. You guys keep doing the best thing you're doing. Stay safe, and this is King Leo signing out.